Radio Rahim with Eddie Hearn, always my favorite. And you know what? I got to tell you something. I've covered you for many, many years now. This might be the time you're getting the most stick from the most different angles at one time. They used to boo you when you walked into the arena. I don't know if that counts, but I'm saying that people in the industry are really taking shots at you right now.
Who?
Okay, should we run through? Let's just run through this. We'll start with the new one. Dana White, of course. I'm talking to a fucking lunatic, apparently, who is putting it on like WWE. You really don't think big enough. You don't think big at all.
Yeah.
And, I guess he's going to run boxing moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, when I saw his interview, it didn't look like a guy that was necessarily calm and in control of what he was doing. I mean, I don't think he's going to enjoy this process if he can't take anyone responding to what he says or any kind of criticism at all. You got to understand. Look, Oscar's Oscar, right? He's going to do his thing. He's clapped back for that. I'm not here trying to be crazy. I'm putting valid points across. And Oscar made a lot of them last night in his clapback. This Muhammad Ali Act, this is such a pivotal moment for the sport in terms of protecting fighters. And don't forget, Oscar de la Hoya was a fighter. And he was probably a fighter that was taken advantage of at times. And although he's a promoter now, he will still want fighters to be protected. Where has there been any question from the media that says to TKO or Dana White, can I ask you why you want to have the Muhammad Ali Act abolished? An act that is designed to protect the best interests of a fighter? Because the reality is they don't want people to know how much money they're making or taking. Right? Now, their business is their business. And the UFC model is, listen, it's a great model. The business is incredible, but boxing doesn't work like that. Again, if you say you're going to come in and I don't think big enough and I read off a script from, you know me. Have I ever read off a script? Has anyone ever told me what to say? You've been around me long enough. What do you think? I have a publicist who goes, right, Eddie, you need to say this in this interview. That's one thing I'll never do. But to get so angry so early is concerning.
A couple of points. Shout out to Sean Zettel.
Absolutely.
He was the guy who asked that question.
Did he get his interview? Because they said, come and interview me.
He didn't get a question answered at the time, and he hasn't gotten the interview since.
Well, but Dana said up on that stage, you come and see me, and we'll have a sit-down interview. So I presume that will happen.
It hasn't happened yet.
Okay, well, that's a shame. Because really, but don't forget, what I do is a little bit unique, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but because you've been around me for 15 years. I do this every week, right? All you guys. I try and give you 5-10 minutes, whatever we're going to do. You normally get more, Rahim. But you basically ask me what you want to ask. I've never said to you, mate, don't ask me that question. And sometimes we've not fallen out, but it is what it is. Yeah. But I face all this stuff head on. They're not going to give you accessibility. I don't know what kind of accessibility you or others got at Canelo Crawford, but it's just going to be a different kind of model. Dana White is not going to want to do a press conference and stand around for 2 hours after doing 50 different outlets, right? And maybe I was wrong to do that in the first place, but that's actually where I feel we engage with the fans more, because the fans can listen to what I say, I can answer the questions, and we can have that little bit of sort of honest conversation. You're not going to get that.
Now, when it comes to Matchroom USA, where is the dividing line between what Dana will offer and what Eddie will offer? There's a model that's being put forward that's outside the Muhammad Ali Act, that you have enough money, you have enough fighters, you have enough resources that you could qualify to use that exact same model. You have a Matchroom belt. You could have a...
The thing is, Rahim, you're correct. We've got a great business. We've got a lot of money. We have to do what we believe in and what we love. And what we believe in and what we love is championship boxing and elite level sport, right? I don't want to change a Muhammad Ali. I don't want to change the shape of a ring. I don't want to bring in new rules. I don't want to create a Matchroom belt. It's really fucking naff, mate. Can you imagine if I were, guys, we're doing a Matchroom belt? I couldn't even do that to boxing, because the belts that matter are, of course, the Ring magazine, the WBC, the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO. And Rahim, any fighter with any any desire to chase legacy wants to win those belts. Trust me, they don't want to win a Zuffa belt. They don't want to win a Matchroom belt. Now, lower level guys who might enter a league to win a Zuffa belt, of course, there could be an opportunity that they're just not going to get. But I know every fighter with ambition, every elite fighter wants to win the belts that their heroes have worn.
Regardless of desire for legacy, when it comes to protecting the fighter's interests, their money, their earning potential, the things that make a guy be able to live well after boxing, do you believe that what is happening with Zuffa, and if this law does pass, which it appears it will, is good for the fighter, or is it bad for the fighter?
How can it be anything but bad for the fighter? You're taking away the opportunity for them to see how they're being treated financially, ultimately, right? And boxing's different to MMA. At no point, I said this on the Aerial show, on no point is a manager in MMA looking at the revenue of the show, and you are the key driver for that revenue, and going, hang on a minute, how comes there's $10 million in this show and I'm making 500 grand? This doesn't make sense. People don't even know that in the Muhammad Ali Act, you have to divulge to the fighter the revenue of the show. You have to show the fighter what the TV company is paying so that they don't get ripped off. How clear does this have to be where they don't want you to see how much money's in the show? It's the same with the UFC. You know that. How can you have a product where you're selling 500,000 pay-per-view buys, you're selling out MSG, and a main event is splitting $1.5 million or something like that? If the fighters had to sign a piece of paper saying, this is how much revenue in the show, this is how much you're getting, there'd be a riot. And that's the same in boxing. They don't want you to know. Do you know what I mean? They want to be able to do what they want. No problem. Good luck to them. That's not how we work in boxing. And fighters understand that as well. And, you know, you said something at the start, you know, you're getting it from all directions. I'm actually not getting it from fight fans, because fight fans are actually up for the fight as well. They don't want this new belt and ring. And I'm sure there'll be some casual fans that come in and experience it for the first time and love it. We are boxing. And that is what we're going to double down on in 2026. The greatness of the sport, making the best matchups in the division. Nothing funky, nothing fancy. Our production will always be great. But it's not going to come in and go, oh, now we're going to make it 2.5 minute rounds. It's just like, fuck no. We're going the other way.
Let me run you through a couple of other names so I don't run over my time. Yeah. But what you're describing, it prevents what Dana's doing, bidding wars. It prevents guys from having the kind of leverage and power to determine. Want you to have leverage. But this is what we've just seen. You've just signed Ben Whitaker, massive press conference right now, huge news. But and essentially that comes down to a bidding war, is it not?
Yeah, but that's called competition. I mean, what do we say? We don't want fighters to be competition? That's how fighters get great deals. That's how they get life-changing money. Because I'm in it, Frank Warren's in it, Aram's in it, Oscar's in it, and we're all trying like this, PBC.
How did you get Ben out of it? Shalom.
Well, because his contract had expired. He was a free agent. Ben Whitaker felt like he wasn't the guy to take him forward on a global level to championship boxing. I mean, that's, you know, and ultimately he had massive offers from Boxer, massive offers from everyone else. Money's always going to talk, but there is an element where someone goes, I like him, or I like these people, I want to be part of this company. And that's what Ben did. But we need that competitiveness. That's the problem with UFC. There's no competition. So these young MMA fighters that are coming in, they're forced to sign these contracts where that really, you know, if you look at it properly in terms of the revenue of the show, especially when they get to a certain level, it's an awful commercial contract for them. But it's their dream to sign for the UFC. And guess what? There's nobody else. That's not the same in boxing.
Ben's put his fight on the same night as yours now, based on this delay. And I'll just couple these up. You've heard Simon's reaction. I don't have to quote it back to you. Classless, I think, was the term used about Frank and overall Matchroom. How do you feel about the way you got Ben? The fact that now your heads up.
That they've put a show on the same night, or weird.
The way you've celebrated the signing of Whitaker.
Massive signing. Huge. It's called competition. You know, at the end of the day, there is no competition. Like, people just said to me, how do you feel about November 29? It's a bit like, I don't know, Ajax or Real Madrid playing in a big game. And then you've got like some League Two match on in a corner that, of course, some people are going to tune in for. Ben Whittaker's a box office draw. He's one of the biggest names in British boxing. Everybody tunes in. They love him. They hate him. They want to see him win. They want to see him lose. You wait and see. But, you know, for me, I don't... Like the Simon Jordan stuff with Frank Smith, I think it's great because I'm trying to build Frank Smith and try and get him up for battle. I've been in these battles for 15 years. It's like bread and butter for me. I go to sleep like at night, I've got a resting pulse of 46. I wake up in the morning, it's still 46. And then I go to the gym and I work all day and then I go again. I see interviews, people losing their shit. I see the face going red. I see the blood pressure going up. I bet their resting heart rate's not 46, like mine. I mean, you don't look like this for nothing, son.
Frank has suggested, not saying it's true, but has suggested, well, is Simon in the pocket of Boxer? Is there some kind of relationship
I know
there?
they were talking about an investment in, you know, with Simon. I don't know. It's not my business. But he does. I don't think he generally likes Matchroom. I think he likes me more now because he hates Frank Smith. But
why? Where is this coming from?
Because we're unbelievably successful. You know, we just had a Netflix show. I mean, we're flying in every way, and I think it probably winds him up a little bit. But he does give me little backhanded compliments every day. I think he's very good at what he does. I'm not looking for war. I'm just going to go to York Hall and have a bagel after. Let's just love life.
And last one. This is a very simple question. How much do you love black people?
I love black people. I had to say it. You know, I mean, like, it was, you know, the world nowadays, unfortunately, you can upset someone with something that you think's not an issue or, you know, you think's funny. So when Ben Whittaker come to me and said, I want to do the show me the money clip, right? I'm like, right. And I'm reading it and he goes, now you got to say this. And I'm like, I have no problem saying it.
I saw you dodge the first one. He was like, oh, you love black people. I love Ben Whittaker.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That wasn't intentional, but it was like, I actually said to our guys, I have to be honest, like, is this all, I don't want to upset anyone. And Ben's like, no, you're saying that. That's the best bit in the whole thing. So I'm like,
do you mean it, Eddie?
Well, I mean, I think that's a bizarre question, Rahim. I love everyone. I don't give a shit what colour your skin is.
I get a little bit of extra time from anybody. Right now, they're pressing me to let you go. Do you love me?
But that's got nothing to do with your colour. That's down to you as an individual. And the answer to it is, I don't care what the colour of someone's skin is. Now, if I like you, I like you. Do I like you? Yeah. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't talk to you. Although I do talk to everyone. I think sometimes you try and be a little bit too clever. But you've been around for a long time, and I think you're good at what you do.
You're one of the most clever.
But you've got to respect that I'm good at what I do as well.
That's why I talk to you, because I like you as well.
Like, a lot of people don't like you at the moment, Eddie. All right. You know what I mean?
Thank you for the time.